Well, Coach, coming off a top 10 finish during the 2022 season, you've now put together a top 10 class for the 2023 recruiting cycle. A lot of top 10s. When you go into living rooms and you talk to players, how much do you feel that the past season's success helps sell prospects on coming to Tennessee?
Yeah, huge difference for us as we finished up the 23 cycle. We've pushed forward with 24 as well. Not just talking about what you're going to do, but actually everybody having tangible evidence of the connection that we have inside of our building, how our players love being around each other and competing with the staff. And the proof of the product that we have out on the football field, playing an exciting brand of football in all three phases, being extremely aggressive and creating a lot of excitement around our program. That certainly has helped us and resonates with recruits across the country.
Yeah, per our rankings, this is Tennessee's first top 10 class since 2015. I mean, based on the goals that you set out to accomplish in this cycle, how has this group of prospects coming in met those expectations?
Yeah, we gotten a chance for a lot of these 23s to be a part of our bowl experience. Have close to 15 practices with us. The opportunity to travel down to South Beach and get ready to play in the Orange Bowl. Being able to be in that type of game, that type of environment, and feel it. I think it really helps springboard, what they've already done since they've been here on campus. We have 18 of our guys with us. We've had 7 weeks of great off-season work. They've made a ton of strides in our strength room and, gotten exposed to a little bit of what we're doing scheme-wise. Can't wait to get on the grass with them. But they're smart, they're tough, they're competitive individuals. They've handled themselves with an unbelievable amount of maturity when they've been outside of our building as well, just who they are. Academic success here early in the semester, how they carry themselves inside of Knoxville and on our campus. It's a great group. They're great players, but they're great individuals too. And they've made a seamless transition into our locker room, a huge part of our culture.
You mentioned the 18 early enrollees. They're already on campus for spring ball. When you go to recruit some of these athletes, how much does it help when you know that they're able to come in a little bit early and get in your system?
Well, I think it's a huge advantage for those individuals, and it's at the end of the day an individual choice whether they want to finish it out or try to get here early. There's benefits. I think our staff and our university do a great job of balancing things for them. Guys are going to have an opportunity to go home to the major events that they want to. We actually start our semester later in January too, so they have about 3 weeks after the bowl game where they're still at home. But the opportunity to come here, get 15 hours of their academic career started, gives them a huge advantage on the academic side of it. And then they get exposed to the things that they need to on the football side as well. And spring ball comes really quick. Our 8th week into the semester, they'll be on the practice field with our vets. Spring ball's tough because everything's going to get thrown at them really quickly, but their ability to grab onto the fundamentals, techniques, and the schemes that we expose them to continue to grow, during the course of the 15 practices, but also it changes the way their summer unfolds for them too. While they're out there on the grass, they have a true understanding of what we're trying to do. They come back in fall camp a completely different player and a much more mature player, ready to help go compete and help us go win games in the fall.
I got to be honest, it seems like any time that a top talent from Tennessee goes elsewhere, Tennesseans almost take it personally. There's a lot of pride in the volunteer state. I'm sure you're
Yeah.
well aware of that. So how do you balance locking up that in-state talent while also recruiting nationally and, opening up your program to a guy like Nico Iamaleava?
Yeah, well, I think it's really important for us that we recruit our footprint extremely well. That's, in-state all the way here on the east side of the state to the west side, over to the Memphis area. Obviously, mid-states got a ton of talent. And, as we've been able to be consistent in our communication, develop relationships with the guys that have boots on the ground there in those areas, and have an opportunity to really do a great job of evaluating prospects and being transparent and honest with them. They see the culture, the energy that we have inside of our building, and it's something that's attracted great talent. And that's true, for our footprint here in Tennessee, within a 4 or 5 hour drive around here. And certainly our brand has attracted talent from across the entire country too. And once you get people here to Knoxville, they see what a special place this is. The university, the city, the state really bleeds orange. There's so much excitement that surrounds our athletic department. Obviously, the success that we've had on the football side of it, but really you look at all of our sports. Our fan base is second to none as far as their passion, and recruits feel that whether they're local or whether they're out on one of the coasts, they can feel the energy from our fan base too.
Have to agree with you on Knoxville being quite the selling point. Hey, speaking of Nico, though, turn on the tape, and it's pretty easy to see the type of dynamic passer that he is.
Yeah.
But what does Tennessee get, not just in the player, but in the person?
Yeah, the player's extremely special. You can watch the tape for 2 or 3 or 4 plays and see some really special gifts. And the further you dive into it, the more that you see and recognize. What I've loved about him is from the moment that he's gotten here, he's been a great teammate. He cares about the people around him. He's selfless. He's humble. He works extremely hard too, and the players around him see that. And in the short time that we've had him from bowl prep all the way up until where we are right now, getting ready to kick off our spring ball, he's made great strides in understanding. He's got a great feel for his body, but he does have an impact on the people around him, and great players at the quarterback position have an ability to attract people inside the locker room, to have people follow him, and to raise the level of expectations that surround not just the individual player, but the players that he comes in contact with. And Nico certainly has done that in a really good way, and can't wait to get out on the grass here in spring ball with him.
All right, I want to rewind to December. We had the portal opening, had the early signing period. There were coaching moves being made, bowl games. It was chaos. So what adjustments do you believe need to be made to the recruiting calendar so you and really everyone in the college football world can get a little bit more sleep in December?
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody's going to get any sleep, but just being able to balance your own roster with the transfer portal and finishing up, your current recruiting cycle. Obviously, things got to be spaced out a little bit differently while balancing everybody's ability to prepare for a bowl game as well. And so the calendar, just as a whole, I think we got to continue to find ways to balance the schedules for everybody inside of college football. Make sure that we're putting staffs, families, and current players and prospective players in the best position for everybody to be successful and enjoy the process.
Coach, thank you again so much for the time.
Hey, I always appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me on, and go Big Orange.